We are at a beaver pond, which had a lot of bullfrogs and rather large pollywogs that change into bullfrogs. They had developed their back feet, and there is a picture here I'll put out. Pretty cool. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Ready? On. All right. Pack tour. We have for the phone a couple of wires for the charger, and well, I guess I shouldn't tell you my wallet's there, but my wallet's there. Anyway, the left pouch I put snacks for the day, fill it up, and I tuck the garbage in the back. Seems to work okay. On the the right, this would be, well, there's a cable there for charging my brick. There's some suntan lotion for my nose, some lifesavers, a couple of charger plugs, knife for cutting avocados or anything else I need to cut, or apples, which works out really well. Let's see, some electrolytes. I keep those on the right side. Advil. Lots of Advil. Charger. Plug. And there's some other various electrolytes and a chapstick. Water bottle that I can reach during the day. Water purifier bag, so I can filter at springs and whatever the water sources are. And on top has bug spray. That's trash. There was a trowel for digging cat holes, and some detergent for washing my hands after with some water. Trying to clean up. Toothpaste, some flossies, toothbrush, and nail clipper. This is powder, foot powder, and that was the old bottle for the bug spray, but I bought a new bug spray, so I'll probably, I don't know, keep that. On top, I guess you would call this the brain on most packs. Eyeglasses. This is a disposable bath towel that I got from the last place I was at. I'm going to use it over and over again. Emergency poncho. I finally got one to replace the one that I got rid of, because I kind of need it, because we've been hitting a lot of thunderstorms and rainstorms, and you need a non-permeable poncho, something out of plastic that doesn't saturate through like most of the other ones do. Little bit of a kit here with a few things in it. There's band-aids, I guess, some tape. That's where I keep the KT tape. There's a little sewing kit in here, mole skin, and just a few coverlets, and that's about it. I used to keep the Advil in there, but kind of needed it a lot, so I keep that in the pouch so I can access it a lot faster. That is a net goes over my, don't make me laugh. That's the head net for the bugs to put over if the bugs get really bad. Really haven't needed it too much. Headlamp. Comes in handy at night when you have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, especially. That's it for that. On the back, we have our tent, which I'm going to be putting that to use in a minute. This is the pad for blowing up to sleep on, which I would never go without it. There's a pair of socks in there, which just got stuck. And Today we had some Trail Magic from Maria and Sierra. So we got a bag of chips, which I really usually wouldn't have like that. Some M&M peanuts, some nuts, more chips. Susie's Gourmet lemon cake. This was just things that got stuffed in at the last minute instead of going in the food bag. Cup for oatmeal in the morning, coffee. I keep the spoon in there, that way it keeps the spoon clean, but you can still poke it out at the top. Cook kit. Cook kit consists of gas bottle. That's the stove that goes on top, so that stays all together. Food bag. I have a small food bag compared to everybody else because don't eat as much. I don't know. Or eat
you just don't
things.
Put everything in the food bag.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You've got a lot of stuff that should be in the food bag.
A lot of things should be in the food bag that
Yeah.
are not. They just don't fit, and I have a small food bag.
Yeah,
Can't help it.
I mean, you could buy different food
I
bags.
know I could buy a bigger food bag.
I think your pot should go in the food bag.
Alright, this is basically anything that needs to be kept dry is in a compactor bag in the backpack. Consists of the quilt or sleeping bag, if you want to call it that, a bag liner that I use over the air mattress, so it's kind of keeps it a little more puncture proof on the bottom, and it's more like a top sheet, and then I put the quilt over me. It's getting hotter now, so really don't need the quilt over me. Any clothing is in here, and like a puffy coat I have in there. That's the puffy coat. Use it as a pillow most of the time. This is some extra clothes. That's all my clothes are either on me or in this. That's it. Except for some rain pants. That's the bag liner. That's the bag. And this is an extra shirt that I just kind of stuffed in there. And this is the Alpha 90 fleece, which is very thin. You can see through it, but it is very warm. Works really well, especially if you put a rain jacket over it. Keeps you very warm. Okay, one more pouch. More food is an apple. There's my rain jacket that is supposed to be a good rain jacket, but it saturates through. So that's why I need the poncho. I have 2 water bottles as the other one that goes in the side pouch. And here's the rain pants. Those seem to be pretty good. Those are the only pants I have. And to go with the trowel that I have for digging cat holes, we have the roll of toilet paper. That is it. That's all I have in my pack. Done.
Woo!
Weighs about, thank you. Hold your applause, please. It weighs about 29 pounds with a full load of food and water. And so it's not too bad. At over 30, this pack I don't think would handle over 30 pounds very well. It wouldn't be comfortable. I've had to modify the pack and put in a knee pad to account for the fact that I lost a lot around my waist. Went from probably a 33 down to a 30, maybe a 29, not sure. And that's about it. Little thermometer there. I can check the temp.
What's the temp?
Right now, it is 81, so it's like 78, because it's kind of calibrated wrong. It's like 3 degrees higher. I looked at a few thermometers at the same time, and that's what the average was. It seemed about 3 degrees. I also have my trekking poles that are also the poles for my tent. I cannot set up my tent without the trekking poles. But at least that's something I'm using, and it's not weight in my pack. So I guess that's it. That's the end of my pack tour.